The first question is, who was the first African to win the Nobel Prize in Literature? A. Chinua Achebe, B. Ngugi wa Thiong'o, C. Wole Soyinka, D. Leopold Senghor. Wole Soyinka was the first African to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. So C is the right answer, Wole Soyinka. Next. In which year did Wole Soyinka win the Nobel Prize for Literature? A. 1984, B. 1986, C. 1990, D. 1995. In 1986, Wole Soyinka won the Nobel Prize for Literature. So B is the right answer, 1986. Next. What is Wole Soyinka's nationality? A. Kenyan, B. Ghanaian, C. Nigerian, D. South African. Wole Soyinka was a Nigerian. He was a Nigerian writer. Next. Which of the following is a famous play written by Wole Soyinka? A. Things Fall Apart, B. The Lion and the Jewel, C. A Grain of Wheat, D. So Long a Letter. The Lion and the Jewel was a famous play written by Wole Soyinka. So B is the right answer, The Lion and the Jewel. Next. What is the central theme of Death and the King's Horseman, which was written by Wole Soyinka, a Nigerian writer? A. Romance, B. Colonial conflict and cultural clash, C. War and peace, B. Politics and corruption. Colonial conflict and cultural clash was the central theme of Death and the King's Horseman, which was written by Wole Soyinka, a Nigerian writer. Next. What role does Ellison play in Death and the King's Horseman? A. A colonial officer, B. A horseman who must commit ritual suicide, C. The king, D. A British soldier. And Ellison played the role of a horseman who must commit ritual suicide. So B is the right answer. Next. What genre does most of Soyinka's work belong to? A. Autobiography, B. Drama, C. Fiction, D. Poetry. The right answer is B. Drama. Next. Which traditional Yoruba festival plays a role in Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel? I repeat the question. Which traditional Yoruba festival plays a role in Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel? It was a famous play written by Wole Soyinka. Yoruba festival was a famous festival in Africa, actually, African region. A. Osun festival. Which Yoruba festival? A. Osun festival, B. Egungun festival, C. Ogun festival, D. Oro festival. These names are very peculiar. African names are very peculiar. Okay, a traditional Yoruba festival plays a role in his The Lion and the Jewel. That is B. Egungun festival. It was a Yoruba festival. Next. Wole Soyinka was imprisoned during which Nigerian civil crisis? A. Biafran War, B. Boko Haram crisis, C. Niger Delta conflict, D. Oil boom crisis. The right answer is Biafran War. A is the right answer. The next question. Soyinka's literary work is heavily influenced by which cultural tradition? A. Swahili, B. Yoruba, C. Hausa, D. Zulu. B. Yoruba was the right answer. Is the right answer. Yoruba heavily influenced. Next. In which university did Soyinka study in the UK, United Kingdom? A. Oxford University, B. Cambridge University, C. University of Leeds, D. University of London. And which university? Tell me, that is, the right answer is University of Leeds in UK. So, Wole Soyinka studied in University of Leeds in the UK. Next. What is the main conflict in the trials of Brother Jerome? A. Religious satire and hypocrisy. B. Political manipulation. C. Ethnic rivalry. B. Rural versus urban values. The right answer is A. Religious satire and hypocrisy. Next. Which of the following best describes Soyinka's writing style? A. Minimalist and symbolic. B. Rich, poetic and rooted in myth. C. Didactic and formal. D. Abstract and surreal. Actually, rich, poetic and rooted in myth best describes Soyinka's writing style. B is the right answer. Next. What is the significance of the character Lakunle in The Lion and the Jewel? What is the significance of the character Lakunle in The Lion and the Jewel? A. He represents modernity and Western ideals. B. He is a tribal leader. C. He is a traditional chief. D. He is a military officer. A is the right answer. The character Lakunle represents modernity and Western ideals. Next. Which autobiographical work was written by Wole Soyinka? A. You Must Set Forth at Dawn. B. My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. C. Long Walk to Freedom. D. A Man of the People. The right answer is A. You Must Set Forth at Dawn. Next. Which major theme is evident in most of Soyinka's works? A. Quest for love. B. Clash between tradition and modernity. C. Space exploration. D. Sports and culture. Clash between tradition and modernity. The major theme is evident. That is the major theme that is evident in most of Soyinka's works, which is why B is the right answer. Next. What is Soyinka's attitude towards colonialism in his works? A. Supportive. B. Critical and resistant. C. Neutral. B. Satirical. B is the right answer. Critical and resistant. Next. Wole Soyinka is also known for his role as A. Musician. B. Political activist. C. Painter. D. Dancer. Wole Soyinka is also known for his role as a political activist. So B is the right answer. Next. What type of conflict is often central in Soyinka's plays? A. Internal family disputes. B. Cultural and ideological conflict. C. Environmental conflict. D. Class struggle. Cultural and ideological conflict is often the central theme in Wole Soyinka's plays. So B is the right answer. Next. Which of the following best describes Soyinka's contribution to African literature? A. Pioneered modern African romantic fiction. B. He blended Western literary forms with African traditions. C. He focused mainly on African oral tales. D. He introduced African horror fiction? B is the right answer. Wole Soyinka blended Western literary forms with African traditions. Next, what is the central theme of Wole Soyinka's poem, The Telephone Conversation? A. Urban life in Nigeria. B. Religious devotion. C. Racial discrimination and prejudice. D. Cultural heritage. Cultural heritage. The right answer is C. Racial discrimination and prejudice. So, C is the right answer. Racial discrimination and prejudice. Next, in telephone conversation, which ironic situation does the speaker face during the phone call? A. The speaker forgets the address. B. The speaker is rejected based on the color of his skin. C. The phone line is disconnected. D. The speaker insults the landlady. B is the right answer. The speaker is rejected based on the color of his skin. That's all about it. Thank you.